Hey guys, I know it's not Sunday, but I am having a not so great week, so I needed something extremely chill. So yes, we are flipping houses, Megs. Um, let's see. I think we're just gonna stick with some basic stuff because I do need to leave at like 9:30, so it's gonna be a really short stream tonight because we're supposed to be working on the house tonight. But I did want to work through some of our emails. Also, whenever I booted up the game, apparently they added some new content in honor of spooky season that we'll be exploring Sunday. Just a reminder, we're doing spooky builds this Sunday for House Flipper. One way or another, I'm going to enjoy Halloween, dang it. But for right now, we're just going to work through some emails. I think I'm going to ignore these two because I don't really feel like working on any Christmas builds. You know what? Let's do... Luke is here. I do not know how to pronounce his last name. I am fairly sure it is Swedish, but I could be wrong. Um, let's see. Topic, sauna and base build. Good day. Sadly, I can't speak English too well, and I'm so sorry for that. I bought an as-in huge house some time ago, and everything here needs to be fixed. The most important problem is sauna leak. Saunas are very popular in my country, and I want one here. Can you fix the sauna in my house? Except for the wood on the sauna, I want white and gray walls. Furniture should be Scandinavian styled or something white, blue, or gray. I want nice kitchen, 2 bedrooms, saloon, and 2 bathrooms. Also a trash container in every room. Thank you very much, Lucas. I cannot pronounce that name. This one is a fairly big job. We're basically redoing the entire house for him. Let's see. Oh, what am I stuck on? Oh, I was stuck on weeds. Okay. But yeah, they added some new stuff for spooky season, including some content for the Day of the Dead. So we may get a peek of things when I'm looking through the catalog, but we'll take a better look at everything Sunday. Okay. I just wanted to take a look around the outside of the house because I don't remember what the outside looked like. But it's basic concrete and full-on plaster walls. So when I say it is the whole build, there's a few things like the fireplace and some radiators, but aside from that, the whole place... Let's see, this is going to be the sauna. Okay. Alright, well, if we're working on things, we should start from the front and work our way back. So, very front room. And I do already know from working on this one before that we're going to need the large buckets of white paint, because I think pretty much all of it is white paint. And since it's just the plaster walls, it's going to suck up the paint like crazy, so we're going to have to refill our brush a lot. Let's see. I think I might crank up the music just a little bit while we're here. I've already got the music up pretty high. There we go. We'll see if that does any good. I think we're not needing that screen just yet. You know what? That does help a little bit, but it's also blinding on the spots where we have painted. Oh, dude, I love Chopped. Like, I don't know how some of the contestants think of the things they think of with the ingredients given, because mine would, I would never think of half of the ideas. That helps a little bit. I should have done that from the get-go and just bought a light. But we have one now, so good enough. And I'm pretty sure this one, yeah, this one's white as well, so we're gonna go ahead and get the lights that go in here as well. They don't have to be in the perfect place just yet. They just need to be up on the walls. Is that on? No? Wait, is this a light switch for in here? It is. Okay. That's confusing. Oh no. At least the normal baskets are put together by people that, like, have an idea of how these ingredients could be used. But viewers will just throw whatever in there. Just like, good luck. It's like, I have a hard time sometimes just, like, looking through my own pantry trying to figure out what the fuck to make. And I'm the one that bought the ingredients. I had an idea for them at the time, but when I'm actually staring at them in the pantry, it's just like, what in the world am I gonna make? Okay, yeah, we're gonna need another can of paint. Funnily enough, this is exactly what I'm gonna be doing after the stream ends. I started painting the ceiling in the bathroom. I'd been putting it off just because... I didn't want to have to get the paint. I wanted to kind of wait and do all of the paint, because basically the painting I'm doing right now is all primer. And so I wanted to wait until we had the bedroom and the 2 offices cleaned out, so that way I could just, like, prime all of that at the same time. But as I was just like, screw it, I'm just gonna go ahead and do the bathroom, knock it out of the way. Because then I can go ahead and, like, prime the door frame for the inside of the bathroom. Well, for one thing, I can finish painting the walls in the bathroom, but also I can prime the door frame and the door and go ahead and get those hung back up and get them out of the way. And I'm glad I did, because I forgot how much of pain in the neck. I was gonna say ass, but literally pain in the neck. Painting ceilings is for me. So I got the first coat on earlier today, and I've got to get the second coat on tonight. We'll see how it does from there. Every time I have to clean or paint something in that house, I curse my grandparents for smoking for so long. Because, like, everything is covered in nicotine stains, and it's a pain. See, I would much rather, like, I like painting doors and, like, cabinets and trim because I can be down on the ground with them. You know, I can imagine bison spleen wouldn't be too much weirder than, like, beef spleen or any other kind of spleen, really. And I've heard from, like, I don't remember if it was, I think it was one of the Delish budget challenges that June does, where she cooked with spleen and said it was actually pretty okay. So I imagine you could just, like, use it in the same way you would do, maybe, like, liver or something. Like, just pair it up with a bunch of spices and onions and stuff. Then again, that also depends on what is paired with it. Alright, what's the next room that needs white paint? Do you need white paint? You do need white paint. White paint. I don't think I've ever had any kind of, like, organ meat aside from, like, chicken organ meat. So I'm not 100% sure on what spleen tastes like. Oh! See, I didn't even realize there was a word missing there. I just assumed it said, like, love painting ceilings. I'm like, dang girl, you're a masochist. I'm not judging anybody's fun time, though. Let's see. I think I'm just gonna do all the walls, because they did want all of the walls painted white. I think there's, like, maybe the bedroom they go for, I think, the silver. But it's been a minute since I've done this build. I'm gonna have to go back and make sure I got all the door frames and everything, too. Dang, we were talking about organ meat, and now same, I'm 5 foot. No, Drew actually asked me to help him so that he was finishing up the frames, because some of the frames were being wonky, the door frames. So he was asking me if I could hold up the door frame for the bathroom for him. He was like, I just need you to lift it up and hold it in place. And I was like, okay. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and finish painting those. And so I'm just standing there like, how exactly do you want me to do this? Because he, for some reason, thought that I could just reach up and push the door frame up. And I'm like, sir, I'm 5 foot. I don't know what you expect from me, but this ain't it. So he had to go get me the stepladder, and he's like, you'll probably just have to stand on the because our stepladder is, like, extremely wobbly. It's, like, unsafe levels of wobbly, in my opinion. I will stand on it if I have to, but I would rather not have to, you know? It's one of those last resort things. And he was like, you'll probably only have to stand on the first rung, you're fine. And I was like, you underestimate just how... That gave me an extra 2 inches of height, that's it. These door frames are... Let's see, it's like 8-foot ceiling. Maybe not even that. The door frame is about... I'd say a foot down from that, so... We'll be generous and say it's like 6 foot, 6.5. I have long arms. That's still not... they're still not long enough for the first rung to be acceptable for me. I had to stand on the second rung, wibbling and wobbling everywhere. Are you... Okay, no. You are tile, but I can go ahead and get the window frame if nothing else. Okay, we'll come back to you. Okay, this garage is 100% paint. Oh no, the number of times I have almost fallen into the washer is ridiculous. Like, I'm on my tiptoes trying to reach the bottom because there's a sock or something down at the very bottom of the washer, and I'm just like... Like, we had to... we thought our washer broke, right? So, we had to get a new washer. And we went ahead and just had it delivered to my grandparents' house, because we were like, well, this is where it's going to have to be anyways, and we thought we were going to be able to move in at that time. Obviously, things didn't happen that way, because, you know, me finding the motivation to want to be over there is a thing, plus actual life things happening is a thing. But either way, so the washer's been over there this entire time, but whenever we were looking, and also it turns out our washer was fine, it just needed to be fiddled with. So... It's fine, because we were going to get a new washer either way, because this one is, oh, wait, it's gray and white. We'll get a teeny tiny can of gray. Guess we can paint the back wall gray. I don't have that same level of nostalgia. Just because I didn't have internet until I was an adult. So I do not have that association, unfortunately. I do think we had internet for like a very brief period of time. Or at least when we were at school we had internet. So I do remember, like, the busy modem sound, or busy phone line sound, rather. But a lot of the things that people are nostalgic over for early internet, I don't remember. Because I just didn't have access to it. Yeah, I'm gonna call that good enough. Wait. What is missing? 98%. A single little bitty section. Okay, those are painted. I don't have to worry about that. Oh, but yeah, anyways, washer's old, yada yada yada, so I'm not too worried about the fact that we went ahead and bought a washer when this one's fine, because we were gonna buy a new one anyway. Silver Glacier. I knew there was one that had Silver Glacier. Couldn't remember the name of the paint, but did remember there was one that's Silver Glacier. But whenever we were looking for, dang, which wall do I want to do this for? Whenever we were looking for new washers, I had to physically check that I could reach the bottom of each one while we were looking at them. Until we found one that I settled on. Mostly because it was like the cheapest model on offer. Okay, I don't know if that's quite how I wanted it done, but that'll be fine. Let's see. I'm actually hoping that whenever we get over to the house tonight, we can start cleaning out some of the rooms. Because we've got to determine what stuff needs to be thrown away and what stuff needs to be put up in storage. So that we can even get into those rooms to paint and all that good stuff. So hopefully we can get that done tonight. Let's see, this one... We're expanding the walls. Oh yeah, this is like a super long bathroom. That's right. Oh yeah, while I've got a paint roller already covered in paint, because I just stuck it in a Ziploc bag and stuck it in the fridge to keep the paint from drying out. But I don't like only doing one little task. If I have to get a paint roller out, I want to get as much stuff done as I possibly can. So I'm kind of hoping that we can get the walls and everything painted. Okay, doesn't look like we have any more white paint to go in here. And I'm pretty sure this is the sauna, so it's the panels. Yeah. So that might be all we need as far as white paint goes. Oh wait, that's the front door. That's the garage. And... okay. I'm gonna leave the can of paint there just in case I mess up doing anything. Dude, I wish it did too. That would be so convenient if painting was that quick in real life. Honestly, painting, redoing the walls, installing windows, any of that, but installing the floor. I wish installing floor was that easy. That would be so nice. I think we're going to go ahead and finish out this room, because this room shouldn't be too terrible. Let's see. Let me see if I can try and find, like, the center point. Okay, that's roughly the center. I don't know why. I hate when the bed isn't, like, aligned. Alright, I'm just gonna keep this one in the original color choice. Just because... wait, what were the color options on this desk? We're gonna switch it to American Elm. Because that's a little bit closer than the pastel rose to what they were looking for. Wait, what color? Do we have any choices on the chair? It's literally just the chair. Never mind. You know, I don't think I ever got to have the snack wrap or the McRib. To be fair, the McRib never appealed to me. Hey, thanks for subscribing, Denim. Drew Sinjo over here. If I'm not mistaken, he's playing Snap tonight. Get that guy in. And we need a wardrobe. Actually, now that I say that, I don't know if I've ever had the snack wrap. I know I've never had the McRib. Part of me wants to try it, even though I just said I don't want it. It doesn't appeal to me because I'm not really big on anything barbecue related, because most of the time barbecues end up being way too sweet and just doesn't sound like my thing. But I'm curious because we used to serve these things at the nursing home that were called riblets. And it looked pretty similar to what the McRib looks like. It's just some reformed meat patty with grill markings added. So I am curious because I have tried those before because, you know, I've said before, we had to do pureed and... we had to do pureed diets, so I did have to taste it to make sure it tasted like the real thing, so I had to try the real thing to make sure everything tasted the same. So I am curious if it's the same thing as a riblet sandwich. Let's put this guy right there. Although, No. I think we keep the walkway clear, and we'll put this guy right here, I guess. I'm not gonna overthink it too much. We're just gonna place it down. This person wants things very, very bland, which I can't judge because while I didn't choose white for the walls, I chose very light grays. They are different in tone, so I can't... They're not white. So it's got at least a little bit of color to it. Let me see. Let's go for some tiles. Alright, and then we need these same tiles. But he also wants the... I was too close to the plumbing. Okay. He also wants those. Gonna have to buy another pack of tiles. Why would they ever discontinue that? That sounds like something that I would buy. Like, it's literally just chicken. And, like, I'm guessing a tortilla wrap. Like, something tells me there is a market available for that. Bad decisions, McDonald's. Bad decisions. See, our bathroom is actually getting painted in the color I had originally chosen for the kitchen. Um, because I bought 2 cans of the paint, right? But I realized very quickly after doing, because the living room and the kitchen are roughly the same size. Because the kitchen is actually the kitchen slash, uh, this is an early 80s, late 70s home, so it's a den. We're gonna just be using it as a dining room. Because I don't need 2 living rooms, thanks. Honestly, we're lucky if we use the first living room. We end up huddled off into our selective corners with our computers most of the time. But, okay, don't have anywhere else that needs one of these, right? No. But, I realized after doing the living room that the 2 cans I bought for that paint is not gonna be enough for the kitchen, for the entirety of the kitchen. But rather than just buy more paint, because we found at our local hardware store they had 60-gallon containers of, or no, it's 5-gallon. I'm getting things backwards in my brain. It's $60 for a 5-gallon bucket of basically overstock paint that they had. So we opted to go for that instead. And I was like, well, since I've already got this paint, I'm just going to use this paint for the bathroom. And then if I have any left, I can mix it with some of the other paint we have just to do doors. Because that'll help the doors stay in the same color family as the walls and all that good stuff without blending in, if that makes any sense. But yeah, I would much rather... Hold on, I need to get a light in here. Wait, do we already have a light? We have a light switch, but I don't get to turn on a light. We have 2 light switches. That's weird. I guess we'll go with this one. But yeah, I would rather go with light on the walls, like light paint on the walls, so that way the accent, the color actually comes from like any paintings I have, any knickknacks I have. In the bathroom, I want the focus to be on, I've got these really cute bath mat slash shower curtain set that I got off of Amazon. It's just Monstera leaves. It's very cute. I love it. I want that to be the primary focus. So everything else can just be like dull gray. I'm chill with that. Because that's not going to be the focus. That's just like, I don't know, the canvas for my decorations. Also, I think we've definitely discussed this before, where I grew up with a bathroom that was meant to be sunshine yellow. It looked more like piss yellow or nicotine stains. My parents' bathroom, when I was a tween slash teenager, was like a bright burgundy. I hated it. Everybody hated it, but it's the paint we had at the time, so that's what we used. My house is, the trailer right now is currently light blue. Like, the best room in the house is the bedroom, which we have painted since we moved in because I got so tired of the, like, I put a dark gray on the walls. It was a dark gray because I was going for like a cave vibe and I shouldn't have done that. And it just made the room feel like claustrophobic. And then there was like this weird green that I had that I put in the closet. So the bedroom is the best room because we have repainted it since then and is now brown. It is just a very nice, I think it's called creamy hot cocoa or something. It's just a very nice light brown, very pretty. Has a slight pink tinge to it, but it's really not that noticeable. We need a sink. We did the Lagorno for the toilet, so I'm gonna do the Lagorno for the sink as well. Let's go for... I love this cool ash. Don't know how I feel about it here, but this dude gave me creative freedom instead of telling me specifically which one to buy. And that's his deal. He should have specified if he didn't want me to go crazy with things. There is a little bit of creative control in this. Like, some builds they specifically tell you what to do, and some they're just like, we just want you to install a sink. You use your decision-making skills. And also, you know, don't go over budget. Okay. Everything's done in there. Everything's done in here. I'm gonna hold off on the living room because the living room and kitchen are kind of a joint deal. Alright. Garage is done, apparently. We did this bedroom, right? Yeah. We did that bedroom. So, this side of the house is done. We got this bedroom. And then the bathroom and sauna. I'm trying to think if we had any other, like, wild paint options. Or options that just made me decide that, like, maybe simple is best. And the only other thing I can think of is, my brother's room, in the same house where the bathroom was burgundy, was, like, this navy blue. And I didn't mind it at the time, partially because it wasn't my room, so I didn't really give a shit. But also just because, I guess it's the same thing, the same reason. I'm not the one that had to stay in that room, so I didn't spend as much time, aside from whenever I was in there, like, playing games with him or watching him play games. I didn't really spend too much time in there, aside from those instances. Let's see, this is... center of the room is roughly where that little bump out is. Not quite. No. Looks like it would be, but... okay, that might be closer to center of the room. Doesn't have to be centered, I just want it to be. Wait, do we have cool ash in this one again? We have beach. I think this one might be a little too bright for Scandinavian, but I'm not entirely sure because I only have a bare understanding of design options. Do simple white vanity. It can go... sure, right there works. Got beach again, so we'll put the beach. Put it a little further down. No, I know what you're talking about because I wanted to paint my room. I wanted to paint my room that color. But we didn't do room painting. The only reason my brother's room was blue in that one house is because it was painted blue by the previous owners. So we didn't really get a choice in the matter. The bathroom got repainted, I think, just because my mom asked my dad if he could paint the bathroom. And he used what he had available, which was some god-awful burgundy, but, you know. Speaking as somebody having to do this same stuff now, I fully get it. Like, I went through every paint bucket I have just to see what I have available that I could just, like, reuse. Let's see. That's gonna be the toilet. There's no question about that. We already did the Lagorno in the other bathroom, so we'll do it here too. And just center that bad boy a little bit. How far away from the wall do I have this? You know what? It's fine. Maybe they want to put a toilet shelf up. No, it's gonna bug me. It's way too far away from the wall. Oh my gosh. Okay, now it's a little far away from that wall. Okay, third time's the charm. Let me double check my angle, because I don't want to have to replace this again. Because you don't get all of your money back when you sell things. Okay, just go ahead and unscrew all of this. We're gonna have to place this stuff down anyway, so... I think the closest I got to painting anything when I was a kid was, a bookshelf and my easel. And I think the only reason I got away with it is because nobody, like, came and checked in to see what I was doing. And, like, I had a bunch of acrylic paint left one day after I was working on a project, and I had a bunch of paint left on my palette. And I was like, I don't want to waste it. But what could I paint? Well, I had one of those, little short, cheap, bookshelves from, like, Walmart. Fun fact, paint doesn't really like to stick to it. Although this has held up surprisingly well, because I still have that bookshelf. I still have that bookshelf. But paint doesn't like to stick to it. You're not really supposed to paint it. I think it's like some sort of, treated particle board as the actual material for it. And so I just mixed all the paint I had left on my palette, and I got this, like, kind of tealy green color. And I just painted the bookshelf and my easel. Nobody questioned it. I'm fairly sure my mom came back there, like, as I was almost done and was just like, "What you doing?" "Uh-huh. Did you get any on the floor?" "Okay." And, like, that was it. Then again, that was also... I would have been, like, 12 at the time. So, 17 years ago. I feel like everybody has to have paint regret at some point in their life. It's just part of growing up. Let's see. This one needs to be a corner shower. Preferably... this guy? I think this guy... Yeah. This one would work. This guy works. Oh, come on. I saw you flash green. Okay, that first. Then this. All done. Easy peasy. What else needs to be installed? We need a bathtub, a washer, and a sink. Oh, we also need flooring. I can go ahead and put the flooring in since this is going to be all over. Alright, is this... Oh, wait, no. I know what tile this is. I like this tile. Okay, so bathtub goes there. Washer there. Okay, let's go sinks first. Let's go for the Ligorno sinks again. Cool ash, because I really like that. Same guy if I can. Cool ash, thank you. Okay, get these guys installed. Do you want to paint it, or do you want to, like, sand it and varnish it? Let's give them... let's see. How much money do we have left? Doesn't really say. But I kind of want to give them one of the Ligorno bathtubs. Hold on. Do we have one that's in a wood finish? Ah, there it is. Because I want to get this cool ash again. Okay, might be a little too close. But whatever. Then we got washer over here. We're going with the mountable one because the Emma is the same guy for twice the price. I've actually got a bookshelf, or not a bookshelf, there is a bookshelf too, but there's a dresser that used to be my mom's when she was a kid. Like, we've actually found Polaroid photos of her and her friends hanging out with that dresser in the background. But I kind of want to take it, clean it up, and repaint it, because I want to use it to store various knickknacks in my office. Because, like, we're taking our... Well, I'm planning on taking the dressers that we already have to actually put in our bedroom. And also, this house has actual closets. Because, like, we have a closet here, but there's no bar. Like, there's nothing to the closet. For some reason, the guy that redid the house, like, cut the closet wall out, basically. So there's, like, nothing. It's just an open space. Which is fine, because we've managed to work it around, but... There's nothing that actually makes a closet aside from the fact that that's where the closet used to be. You can see on the ceiling where the original wall used to be. So we've just got, like, one of those pop-up clothes racks just hanging out in there, plus one of our dressers. But the house has actual closets with doors and rods and all that good stuff, so we probably won't need our dressers nearly as much. I guarantee you were a lot more crafty than you give yourself credit for. 90% of those designs were probably somebody not knowing what the fuck they were doing. And if you're really unsure, you could always print out those designs and get either parchment paper, or you can just, like, you can buy tracing paper, but you could just use parchment or wax paper to just transfer the design. Let's see. We've got the main odds and ends in. I think we're gonna use these that match the floor in places like behind the shower. Because even though this has glass doors, I still like the idea of having full tiling around wet areas. Just because, you know, mildew is a thing, even if it's not a thing in-game. Honestly, we might just make this whole wall this tile anyways. Just to break up the space. Probably gonna need 2 of those. I can always sell what I have extra. And I see a spot that makes me very glad I remembered to save the white paint. See, the thing is, I mainly just use closets to put things that I never use. So, like, the things that are seasonal. Well, and Drew's button-ups. Drew's button-ups get hung up, but that's more just so they don't get wrinkly. Me personally, I don't really use the closet for much of anything, but it would be very nice, especially since we have Tarkus, to have a place where I can put things up and, like, secure them away. That would be very nice. Okay. This might look completely garbage. But they're the ones that gave me two different types of tile to work with and expected it to look good. But yeah, if you're trying to do any kind of like designs and you're not 100% sure of yourself, just get some parchment paper or something and just trace off the design. If you don't have a printer that you can use, I want to say most public libraries have a printer available. I mean, it does cost, but usually it's not more than like 10 cents a page. Change of heart here, because I don't like how that was looking. Definitely gonna need another pack of tiles. Let's see. Might need two. Like I said, we can always sell the extras if we need to. Let's see. Actually, we might have just enough to finish this. Yeah, we're gonna have like maybe one extra tile. One extra tile. There we go. One extra tile. Is there anywhere this would look good? Nope. Okay. We got some odds and ends to throw in here. We need a mirror. Do we have... Okay, we don't have cool ash as an option, so we're just gonna stick with white frame. Let's see, we need 4 halogen lamps. I'm gonna say 1, 2, 3, 4. How's that look? Bright enough? 2 shelves. How's pine look? It's a little orange, so we're just gonna go for white. Could definitely use one, like, above the toilet, and... Honestly, I would prefer one above the washer as well, if it was me. Trash can. Over by the toilet. And we need 2 dressers of mall. What do we have as far as... We have soft maple, but we don't have cool ash. So we'll just go white again, because screw it. One there and one there. Alright, we need to get the sauna, and then we can move on to the living room and kitchen. Let's see. Floor panels. Saunas are not my favorite thing to work on. Just because I feel like I can never set the benches in a good enough location. Like, they always look a little wonky to me. I'm gonna need another pack of these panels, aren't I? I do appreciate how quickly panels go up on the wall, though. Yep, I'm gonna need another pack. Okie dokie. Have a good night, Megs. Thanks for hanging out. And give the refinishing of your dresser a try. I guarantee you, you are more crafty than you give yourself credit for. Let's go for Honestly, let's just go for the beach tone for this one. Okay, that's not quite what I was going for, so maybe we go for... sable's gonna be too dark. Maybe just the dark? Does that match? That matches a little bit better. Let's see. Corner benches, we're gonna go in the dark way again. Alright, I'm just gonna fit these in for right now. We'll probably have to rearrange them once I get started working with them. Or get all the other benches in, rather. Yeah, that's just not quite what I was looking for. How many of these benches? Oh, wow, we need 8 of them. Let's see, 5. Okay, that's all of those. Good, good, good. That works. Let me move this one. Does that work? That works. Let's see, actually, maybe, because we do have some thingies that we could put in. These guys. Sauna head lift. I'm gonna just put those right there for right now. You fit. Good enough. I'm gonna put one right there. And we'll put the other one like... Actually, we can put it like right here. Like I said, saunas are not my favorite thing. I can't seem to get them placed correctly whenever I place them. Or at least it feels like I'm not placing them correctly. I'm gonna place that there, that's fine. I'm not gonna waste too much more brain power on this. We need a couple of towel rolls. Boom and boom, good enough. And a sauna bucket with ladle, which can also go right there. Like I said, good enough. Oh, let me stop opening all the doors. Okay, that should be everything except our living room and kitchen area. Which needs pine floor tiles and some tiles for the kitchen. Now the question is ultimately going to be, where is everything going to be placed at? Because I could really place anything anywhere. Just a heads up for those of you that are interested in the My Time at Portia series, I just got an email from Steam saying that Sandrock is on sale, so there you go. But still, never hurts to check these things out, you know? Alright, I'm just going to do that for right now because I want to see what pieces we have to work with. So we've got this kitchen set with sink Andy. which I think we could probably do in the American Elm. It has Burned Beach, but that's not quite what I'm looking for. Details. We'll put the details in white. And the sink. And we'll stick with steel. Because this is a long boy. Where would you fit? You fit like almost perfectly right there. Technically, you could fit there. Alright, we're just gonna pop this guy. Like right there. Good enough. What do we got as far as other kitchen stoof goes? Double refrigerator, a gas plate. We can go ahead and place that down because we've got the countertop now. Double refrigerator. It fits the style of the table. Or counter. Dang, where can we put the fridge? I mean, we could put it there, but it would look kind of dumb. Just my personal opinion. Let's place... I'm gonna place pine right there. Okay, because we still need to put a kitchen table in and a range hood. Okay, kitchen table. Go ahead and place the range hood. This guy should be fairly straightforward. A little off center. That's better. 4 kitchen table, or 4 kitchen chairs rather. American Elm. And good enough. Alright, we need a TV stand. We're gonna go for American Elm again, just because that's kind of the standard now, isn't it? TV. That is the front. Yes, yes, that's the front. Okay. Wardrobe. You can go... right there, I guess? That can work. We need a sofa. Which I think I'm actually going to place about there. Because that way you can enjoy the fireplace or you can watch TV. Or both. Let's see. White leather is the best we can get, and that does not look white in the slightest, but whatever, it's chair. It can be a different color. Got a rug. And trash can. Which can just go like... Actually, trash can can go like right here. That makes sense. That should be everything Wait. Paint with the color white, 98%. Where am I missing? Like the world's... Oh. World's tiniest little section of wall. Somewhere. Ah. I see you. Alright, that should be everything done. That's all painted and good to go. Sell that, and job done. Okay, and the only other thing I kind of want to do is go ahead and head back to that house we were working on last time. The one where we got all the walls painted. The only thing that we did not get determined was where the kitchen tile should go, and I kind of want to get that determined today. So let's go. It's the Mini Generations home. So essentially what we're going to do is just figure out what to put in the kitchen. At least as far as cabinetry goes, because cabinets are going to determine where these panels go. So we need to go to furniture, kitchen. Okay. Functional cabinets. Actually, let's go cabinet sets, because I want to look and see what we've got to work with. I could go with the snowman, because I do very much enjoy this. And they do fit so well in places. Because, like, all I would need to do is move that paint can. And I could fit this bad boy in. Or I could fit him along this wall. Easy peasy, no problem. And we still have room... Let's see. I was gonna say along this wall to put in a fridge, but we could stick a fridge, like, we could get one of the small fridges and stick it, like, in that little outcropping. But, like, that could fit so well right there. But I always go for the snowman. I always go for the snowman set. Just because they are my favorite set. But that doesn't mean they have to be my go-to every single time. So what about the Marvo, or the Marv wooden standing set, G3M? Let's see, countertop, we can go... Actually, what are we working with? We're working with white tiles. Let's see, the base can be... This one's gonna be a little tricky. Let me see. Recenter that. Wish I could drag it forward on the screen so I could see it better. Yeah, I don't know how well this is gonna work with the tiles we chose. I might come back to that. We might make it work. Wait, it has a light variant. Base. Pure white. Do white countertop. And then the doors we could go for... I bet this light blue would look good. Let me see. Now, the only problem with this set is that it does not have the sink on it. That is the only problem with it that I can see. This variant does have the sink on it. We could also be boring and just go for like a plain white or a dark gray, but I always default to those. I'm fairly sure I have done... Well, the white handles could work. I'm fairly sure I have done light blue counters in the kitchen before. How do you look? Actually, that's not terrible. Not terrible at all. And that does still leave us room where I could bookend that by putting the fridge at the end. And then we can use this space where I'm currently standing for like our kitchen table. Let me see something. That is the Marv. Worst case scenario, I end up selling it and we lose a little bit of money on it. Doesn't quite fit. What is the set that we used called? It's the Marv... G. So I would assume they have them all matched up. There's a G right there. I'm assuming that one's meant to be the one that goes with it. But I can't say for sure. Let's see. Blue, blue. Glass door. Do you... Hey, that's not gonna work. It's fine, I can piece together upper cabinets, that's not a big deal. So let's just go for... kitchen, electronic equipment, refrigeration. Do we have a we do have a Marvin here. That's lovely. Base, pure white. Door light blue. Door light blue. Handle was in white. Same as the other one. Bookend there. Same height all the way across the board. Actually, I can go ahead and... Too many tiles, but that's fine. We can make it work. Get some upper cabinets to hide the top of the tile so that way it's not as weird looking to me. Something tells me we bought too many tiles. That or we can tile all the way behind it. I've done worse things. Same thing behind the fridge, maybe? Only problem with the fridge is it's gonna stick out right here. But, I mean, again, I have done worse things, so I'm not going to judge it too much. Alright. Hanging cabinets. Do we have some Marvs in here that we could use? We do have some Marvs. They're open shelves. But then we also have these short base, pure white, light blue. How do these look? Oh, they a little. Okay. How about you? I'm not even going to worry about changing the color just yet. I just want to see how you look. Yeah, you're a little short. Which isn't the end of the world, just, you know. Wait, pure white, blue. I feel like these could work. Nope, they're definitely not going to work. Nope. What about you? Yeah, nope. Not going to work. Something tells me all the Marvs might not work. Let me sort these alphabetically. And move down. So we've got all the Marvs in one place. I'm not going to worry about decorating the rest of the kitchen. I just wanted to get the cabinetry in. Okay, so we're gonna have to go for the short ones if I want to fit them in where I'm trying to fit them in. At the very least... Right, that's a 60. You're an 80. Let me just see how this... Oh, gosh. Okay, so maybe 60 is what we want to go for. Oh, gosh. Fell off the counter. Okay. That can work. That's fine. And then we can get out some of the bigger cabinets to go in between. I don't know if we need the 80s or the 60s, but we can just see what we're working with. Something tells me it's going to be... Let me see. A pain in the butt either way. Nope, never mind. That works. Is it the prettiest thing in the world? God, no. But does it work? I mean, good enough. Anyways, let's get one more thing in here that I think I will probably forget about if I don't do it now. Is it another? It is another. Marv, kitchen hood. Go for the white one. Make sure that's... Hold on. I'm trying to make sure this is as lined up as possible. It helps if I don't turn too much. There we go. Now we have an exhaust hood. Good, good, good. And I think that's all we're going to do for today. So let's just return to the office. And I think I'm gonna call the stream there. Like I said, I do need to go finish doing some work on the house tonight, so can't really do a full stream. But I didn't really want to, like, miss a day necessarily, because I did miss yesterday, but like I said, not really the greatest time for me right now, so we'll see. Ordinarily, I stream every night from 6 p.m. to 9 p.m. Central Standard Time. Ordinarily, we alternate between Stardew Valley and my time at Portia. I do have plans for us to do Stardew tomorrow night, but honestly, if things are still rough, we might just play more House Flipper. We might. It just depends. Ordinarily, though, I play Stardew Valley and my time at Portia. We'll see. We might get back into the proper rotation. Ordinarily, we only do House Flippers on Sundays at 12 p.m. to 3 p.m. Central Standard Time. We will be doing a walkthrough at the very least. We might work on doing some cleanup and all that good stuff of these builds as well, but I just want to, at the very least, go through and look at all the spooky builds that the House Flipper devs have put in. So we'll be doing that Sunday. Halloween, I have plans on playing something kind of in the spooky theme, but it's not really a scary game. It's not, honestly, I don't know what to expect of it. I downloaded it like 2 or 3 years ago. Whenever, actually, yeah, it was whenever Drew gave me all of the hidden object games in a bundle. So I haven't looked at it. We're gonna look at it together on Halloween. But anyways, thank you guys for hanging out with me. In the description, there is a link to my fiance, Shiny Haunter, who also streams every night from 6 p.m. to 9 p.m. Feel free to go check him out. He is currently alternating between Fallout 4, TFT, and Marvel Snap. I honestly don't know his full rotation, because tonight was supposed to be a Fallout night, but he's doing Marvel Snap tonight. He's been very much enjoying that game, so feel free to go check him out. But yeah, I don't have any intention of that's not the English that I wanted to use. I don't know exactly what I'm going to do tomorrow. I have plans for us to do Stardew, but like I said, if my brain's still not with me, we're just gonna do some chill House Flipper, see how it goes. But yeah. Anyways, thank you guys for hanging out with me. I hope you have a wonderful morning, day, afternoon, night, whatever it is, wherever you are. And until next time, bye-bye.